best.
The best.
You're the best.
He's the best.
Good job, Mike.
The best.
Mikey, he's the best.
My name is Mike Powell. I've been with Sonny's Barbecue for 5 years now, and I'm currently the general manager of Sonny's on North Monroe in Tallahassee, Florida.
So Mikey, what's your favorite barbecue item to cook and why?
My favorite barbecue item by far is the baby backs. I like to put a little dry rub on them or experiment with different sauces with them. They're the most tender meat you can get. It's my favorite by far.
Tell us your favorite Sonny's memory.
My favorite Sonny's memory is when they told me I would be promoted to general manager and get my own store. I love this company and I worked real hard for it, and I take great pride in knowing that my name's associated with it.
So Mikey, you've participated in 3 barbecue competitions. Tell us about them.
Let's see, my first one was the 2nd annual Sonny's Rib Off competition. That was a lot of fun. It was a great experience to do. I also competed in the Pig Fest here in Tallahassee, and we also competed out in Marietta at the Pig and Paint Fest, and we have yet to be in a competition where we weren't in the top 10.
So Mikey, what do you like to cook at home?
I'll cook anything I can get my hands on, but my favorite is either seafood or Cajun style cooking.
So Mikey, how much experience do you have interacting with guests?
I have a whole ton. We have a bunch of customers that come in here 3, 4, 5 times a week, and I'm always sure to know how their day is going. We're making my sauce here. It's got a little smoking sauce, a little mustard, Worcestershire, and some cayenne pepper. A little brown sugar. That's how I like to mix it up in the kitchen. That's how it's done.
Describe how you display the characteristics we look for in a pitmaster.
By monitoring the quality and the procedures of the food. The kitchen's the backbone of the house, and everything goes well in there, everything will go well everywhere else. Also, connecting with the community is very important. The better you know your customers, the better you can serve them.
Here's the biggest question. Why would you make a great pitmaster?
Actually, I'm going to let my staff answer that.
Mikey, I think, deserves to be a pitmaster because he takes a lot of pride in what he does. He takes his job very seriously. He's very committed to his work and to putting out a quality product, whether it be for himself or for us or for the Sonny's guests. I think he takes a lot of pride in those things, and I think pride and commitment to your work should be some things that epitomize a pitmaster. And I think that's why Mike should be one. I think that's why he would be a great.
I think Michael Powell, my general manager, portrays many of the qualities a great leader has. To begin, he's very committed. He's one of the most committed people I know. He works six days a week as it is, and on days where I'm working his one day off of the week, I'll walk by and I see Mikey, out of his uniform back there, working, doing something that probably didn't get done the day before, or whatever the case is, and that takes commitment. Also, Mikey, he always stresses communication between employees, between management and employees, and customers and just everything. He stresses communication, and I think that's very important to any successful business. Lastly, the biggest thing I think the biggest reason I think Mikey is such a great leader is because the way he manages the restaurant and deals with his employees and peers at work is he is an authoritative figure, and he demands respect, but at the same time there's a level of comfort with him between him and us, his employees, that where if something's wrong, we all know we can go to him and he'll do whatever he needs to do to get the problem resolved. And although we might be in trouble in the end, he's always there and he'll do what he needs to do.
Mikey's been here for about, I think, several months. I'm going to say about half of a year, and I've been here for about 2 years at this Sunny's location. A lot of things have happened since he's been here. He's changed a couple recipes, changed up the way this place looks, changed up a lot of the staff, and kind of cleaned up the place in general. One thing I really liked Mikey did was change the recipe for the ribs. He instead of cooking the dry ribs and the sweet and smoky ribs separately, he puts the dry rib on both of them. And his special recipe with the sweet and smokies, I think, is just a fantastic job. Another thing, he's not just a great pitmaster, he's also a great manager, he's a great leader. One of the first things that he did when he came here was we were a little bit sloppy with our uniforms. And the first thing he said to me, I came in with my shirt untucked, and he said, why do you have your shirt untucked? And I said, well, I'm not on the clock yet. He said, well, the customers don't know that. You have a name tag on, don't you? And I said, yes, sir. And he said, well, why would you tuck it in so it doesn't look like you're off the clock? I was, yes, sir. So his attitude towards off the clock, on the clock, just trying to keep a professional idea and professional image behind this place, not to mention just the fact that he motivates me to be happy and I have fun in my job when I come to work every day.
I think Mike's the best because I have a handicapped child and he works with me on the schedule. When I need to go on night shifts, he was more than willing. So he's a very good leader. He thinks of us first.
Mikey is the best, and I'm going to tell you why he's the best. He has a passion for what he does, and because of that, it makes him very committed to what he does on an everyday basis. He is very observant, and he's awesome in the restaurant atmosphere. And what's awesome too is that when he notices someone and he can share and pass on his knowledge and wisdom and experience to that person to make their job a little bit easier or make them a little bit better at what they're doing, he is more than willing to share that information with them. That's what makes Mikey the best. I am so grateful to be able to work alongside the Pitmaster, Mikey.